Pittsburgh Steelers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
It's out, it's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Steelers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Etienne once more. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to his punter. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Hardman on the return.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Acrisure Stadium opened back in 2001, and
and has tormented kickers ever since because it's one of the toughest venues in the league to connect from deep, especially when you're driving towards the open end of the stadium. He had the leg for it, just couldn't get it lined up properly.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Down the right sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Back to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's Warren.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Here we go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Throwing on third down. Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now 2nd and 3. Third and 3. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
He completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Hey, Ken. West side, sit. Right.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Ken. No bus.
23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Flushed out right.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
Angel. Right.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. Shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Play action. It's Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in the hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, can't. Right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jaguars.
13, Luke.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
To throw is Fields. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Easy. Go. Go.
Fields.
Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Hey, Ken.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's Hardman to return.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you've got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Monday.
Now it's Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Breaks through the contact.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
3rd down and 1.
Extend.
Now Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run again with Harris.
And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth.
36 yards.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Dante Jackson picks it. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
120 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.